Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do like an old school type of video that I've done kind of on my channel before in honor of tomorrow, whenever you're seeing this, hopefully, well, whenever this is posted, whatever, of me replaying Bratz Rock Angels on the PlayStation 2 live on my Twitch channel. So I wanted to go through all of the Bratz stuff that I owned as a child, just to celebrate and commemorate. So this will be dolls and merch. So the first thing that I very consciously remember owning as a child is this 2005 Sporty Flare blanket. It lived on my bed well into, not well into my teens, I guess, because it was at my dad's house, and my dad moved whenever I was a senior, and I didn't get to go as often to my dad's house when I was a freshman. So I guess through 8th grade. It stayed on my bed, and I used it at night to sleep with because it kept me warm. But I loved this blanket. I think it's the first Bratz thing that I ever really had. At least first Bratz thing that I ever really remember having. But I loved this blanket. It was so soft. And I guess you could see the girls pretty well, but yeah. And then I remember for 1 year at Christmas, not only did I get Bratz Forever Diamonds on the PlayStation 2, but I also got a doll, which we'll talk about her in a second. So I'm pretty sure it's this doll. And I also got this car. So it's very hard to find pictures of the white one online, the 2006 Forever Diamonds FM Cruiser, but I had the white one. I know Lookin' Bratz has a lot of pictures of the red one, but I had the white one. And let me tell you, she made this high-pitched whirring sound because she was RC, and the trunk actually popped open, so that was pretty fun. And then you could turn on the radio, which is why it's an FM Cruiser, because there was a button on the dash and you could turn it on and you could listen to the radio, and then the doors opened and like the seat belts. I never buckled in my Bratz dolls though, but I had my dolls driving around all over everywhere, and it was really fun. And that little thing right here says Bratz, which I think is adorable, and it was just so fun. I know a lot of people had like the red Rock Angels cruiser, and maybe I missed out on that, but I loved my white Forever Diamonds cruiser, so can't really complain about having that. This was my prized possession. I carried so many little trinkets in this. The 2006 Ice Champions tin purse, it stayed on my nightstand for the longest time. It stayed on my nightstand right next to my Nintendo DS charger, and I just put everything in there and I just carried it around. And this is also, these pictures, they're not the actual ones that I had. I don't know where they are. When my dad moved, I think I told him to get rid of things, which I'm so regretting now, but it's fine. But I had this, and when I would play Bratz Forever Diamonds, I was like, oh, that's so cool, because like these are the same girls that are like on the poster that you can make for the greeting cards. And I was so confused on why Chloe had brown eyes, but now that I'm older, I'm like, it's because it's Vanessa. And then the other one, I was like, why is Sasha so light? That's not Sasha. It's because it's not Sasha. It's Dana. And then the other girl is not Jade, even though it looks like Jade. It's Kumi. So very interesting, especially since it says on ice and the dolls are ice champions. And I'm pretty sure Kumi isn't even in the ice champions range, is she? I think it's like Maribel, Dana, and Maylin. It's Maylin. So that's not Kumi, that's Maylin. But it's pretty interesting. And then, I remember taking this little sleeping bag to church camp. I slept on the bottom bunk, not the top bunk, because I was not about to climb my little hiney up there. But we had to have sleeping bags, which I got a Bratz sleeping bag. And I'm pretty sure, I may be incorrect on which exact one it is, but I'm like 95% sure it was this Passion for Fashion sleeping bag. As soon as I was because I just went looking through Lookin' Bratz, as one does, just to see what there is. And I was inspired to make this video based on a doll that we haven't gotten to yet. But as soon as I saw this sleeping bag, I was like, oh my gosh, I have this doll. I have this bag. Well, had, I guess, is the best term. But I had this sleeping bag and I used it, and I wonder what happened to it all the time. So I got a lot to say about this one. Well, maybe not a lot to say. I think I had the 2006 Head Games Fashion Head 2nd edition Chloe, because I looked at the first edition and that didn't look familiar. But I looked at the 2nd edition and I was like, that kind of rings some bells. And then I looked at Yasmin and I was like, wait a second. I might have had her, because I think this is the 2nd edition Yasmin too. All I remember is that it was a head, but it was from like the bust up, and it had like those spiky star things. So I'm pretty sure it's one of these two, because the spiky star things would hit me in the chest whenever I was like doing her hair, and it really made me so mad. So, but I'm pretty sure it might have been Yasmin, but it might have been Chloe, but it might have been Yasmin. So I don't know. This is the doll that inspired this whole video. The 2006 Extreme Race Car Driver Katya. As soon as I saw her, I was like, why can I smell this doll? Why can I feel how that helmet feels in my hands? Because I had her. That's why. I had this doll. Always confused on why is Chloe on her pants? But I had this doll, and I got her not only with my Forever Diamonds video game, but I'm pretty sure I got her with my Forever Diamonds cruiser. I'm pretty sure I got her at the same time. Now, all of you like Bratz release day experts, you can probably tell me, oh no, you didn't, because they were not released at the same time. I'm just telling you what my brain remembers. And honestly, sometimes it's probably wrong, so it's fine. But this doll, I can feel the fake pleather in my fingers, and I miss her. I miss her a lot. This, I've talked about her so many times. 2006 Princess Jade was my favorite doll. I can feel that shirt in my hands. I don't think Jade ever wore it whenever I was playing with it, but I had this doll and I loved her so much, and I wish I had her because like she's gorgeous in the pictures, but she was even prettier in person. Like I'm telling you. And I wish I had her again, but pretty sure this outfit ended up on Katya a few times. I'm pretty sure, but it's fine. I mean, they're Bratz. They trade clothes all the time, so it's fine. 2007 Pampered Pups Salon Style Chloe. Now this is gonna be a whoa, okay, because I don't feel like Pampered Pups, especially salon style, was really that popular of a line, but I had this doll. I was looking through every single year and I go, I recognize that dress and I recognize those shoes. Like every time I look at what is that line called? Every time I look at Nighty Night, I'm like, Fiona's shoes look really familiar. Where have I seen them? This doll, this Chloe doll is where I've seen them, actually, because I had them. I had this doll, I had that dress, and I had those shoes. I don't remember any of the accessories, but I remember this doll very vividly in my head. Pretty sure she stayed wearing that too. I don't think I ever really truly changed her out of this. Mostly because the shoes matched, and Chloe and Jade and Katya are not the same. Like, they can't wear the same shoes because, like, you know Bratz, you take off the whole, like, foot instead of just the shoe. So, loved the doll. Couldn't tell you where the rest of the stuff went. I loved this 2007 Bratz the movie makeup case. It it stayed on my bathroom counter with, like, my toothbrush and my hairbrush and stuff. I loved it so much. I never used the makeup in it. I was too afraid to because I didn't want to mess it up. And I was like, I don't want to waste it. And now I'm like, I probably wasted it because I didn't use it. But I also carried this everywhere like a purse. I had my little tin purse and I had my little makeup case purse, but I loved this thing. Never truly recognized the fact that it was Bratz the movie, probably because I only rented Bratz the movie once on the PS2 when it had first come out, and then never really played it again until I bought it secondhand off of Amazon in like 2012 after I also bought Bratz Rock Angels. Because I played Bratz Forever Diamonds more than anything because I actually have like owned that since 2006, like when it was first released. But I had this and I scoured the internet finding a picture of this one because I looked at all the makeup cases. I was like, it felt bigger than this. And then as soon as I saw this one, I was like, this is it. This is the one that I had. It wasn't bigger. It just probably looked bigger because I was a kid, but this is it. This is the one that I had. This was my prized possession. More than Princess Jade, more than Sleeping Salons Papered Pups Salon Style Chloe, more than Race Car Katya, was the 2007 Spider-Man 3 Chloe. Ugh. I was obsessed with Spider-Man and Bratz, and so I got Spider-Man 3 Chloe. I don't know how. I don't know how I managed to have her, but my dad gave it to me, and she also never changed her clothes. It also came with a little Spider-Man head-shaped like lip gloss for me. I did use that, but I took such good care of her. I always brushed her hair. I made sure that she was always clothed. I was like gentle with her. She was my everything, and I can't find her, and it breaks my heart every day. And if there's one doll that I wish I could have, it would be her. But they're like $90, and I'm not paying $90 for a secondhand doll. I don't care if she's in good condition or not, because most of the ones that are only $90, they don't have clothes. And I'm not paying $90 for a naked doll. Like, that's stupid. But I miss her and I want her back. And I'm sure there's pictures of me like getting this doll, and I can just remember how happy I was to get her, and I miss her all the time. And then for my 10th birthday, I did get the 2010 10th anniversary collection Liliana. Wasn't my favorite doll, like at all. She was not my favorite doll. I really wanted Yasmin, but now that I'm older, I'm like, I'm glad that I didn't have Yasmin, because Yasmin's 10th anniversary edition doll kind of is ugly. Like, honestly, most of them are kind of ugly, but I had this one. I think another one I would have wanted instead would have been Ashby, but I did play with her a little bit. I think she also maybe wore like the princess stuff. I don't remember, but I had her. I only had a few dolls. I didn't have a lot. I wanted to have more, but you know, money. It's hard to buy a lot of dolls whenever they're expensive, you know? And then this, I wasn't a child, but I do have this doll. New in box. I asked for her for Christmas when I was 20. So not that long ago actually. But I did get her for Christmas. So that is actually all the Bratz stuff that I owned as a kid. My blanket. Loved her. I miss this car, even with her high-pitched whirring, and my Bratz would just zoom off. And then this, I wish I had this. I would put this on display on my video game shelf if I had her again. I don't know where she is. I've looked in all the boxes that I took from my old childhood bedroom from whenever my dad moved, and I can't find her. Really don't know where the sleeping bag is. It's okay. I'm okay not having a sleeping bag because I don't go anywhere to need a sleeping bag. I'm also okay not having this like fashion head because I didn't really do a lot of hairstyles on them anyway. I did a lot of ponytails and braids because I didn't know anything else to do. So I didn't really play with her a bunch. I do want to know where this doll is because I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like she's either rare or just like underappreciated because I don't really hear a lot of people say that this is one of their favorite dolls, especially on like the Bratz line podcast where it's like, what's your favorite doll? And like most people have the same favorite dolls and this is not one of them. Now, Princess Jade, she would, you know, she would have her own shelf and she would be displayed in her primary outfit because she rocks. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got Jade instead of Yasmin because Jade had pink and Yasmin had purple and I was a pink girl. So still am actually. All of my stuff is pink. If you can't tell by my, you know, border. But this one's okay. I mean, I wouldn't like desperately want to have her back. It was fine. I mean, I'm sure she's in a great home now, especially with all the accessories that I don't know where they are. But this makeup case, I think I would rather have the tin purse over the makeup case, even though I loved this thing and I took it everywhere. The tin purse, I can put stuff in it, so I think that would be cute to have. And then this one, this is the one that I wish that I had more than anything else, more than my blanket, more than Princess Jade. I want Spider-Man 3 Chloe again in my life, and I don't think I'll ever have her, but that's okay because at least I have like my memories until I get old and decrepit, and at least I have pictures of them online and also probably pictures of somewhere of me opening this as a present. So I don't know, but and then I could go without this doll. That's okay. She's somewhere being loved, not by me, and that's okay. And then I have this one, new in box. She's literally sitting on my bookshelf, so I guess I don't have to worry about this one as much. But, well, that'll be all for me today. This is kind of a weird, different kind of video for me to do, but also a short one, and that's okay. I haven't really posted the last 2 Sundays because I've been really busy with personal life stuff, and I just wanted to do a quick, cute little video in honor of me replaying Bratz Rock Angels. Speaking of, if you have not yet seen the trailer announcement for that, it is on my channel. You should go check that out, especially if you want to be able to catch my stream, so then you know exactly what time that I will be streaming. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, August 4th, 5th, and 6th. Unless you were in the time zones where it's like the next day, like Japan and Australia, anything that's like 12 plus hours ahead of me. So, but yeah, so that's actually going to do it for today. And I'm going to leave it here and say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys. Let me know in the comments down below which Bratz merch or dolls that you had as a kid and which ones you still own. I love reading your comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Again, bye guys.